Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Fluent Talk Studio, the place where we turn your English confusion into confidence. I'm Sarah, and I am feeling absolutely pumped today.
Hello, Sarah, and hello to all our listeners. It is wonderful to be back behind the microphone. You certainly seem to have a lot of energy today, Sarah. Did you have extra coffee this morning?
Better than coffee, Mark. I have a new resolution. I have decided that this year I am going to master English once and for all. I have a huge plan.
Oh, really? I'm intrigued. What does this huge plan look like?
Okay, listen to this. I bought 3 new grammar textbooks. I downloaded 5 different vocabulary apps, and I have scheduled myself to study for 2 full hours every single night. No excuses.
Whoa, slow down there, Sarah. 2 hours every night? After a full day of work? To be honest, that sounds like a recipe for burnout.
Burnout? No way! I am motivated. Well, actually, Mark, can I tell you a secret?
Of course, we are all friends here.
I started this plan on Monday. I studied for 2 hours. On Tuesday, I did 2 hours. But by Wednesday night, my brain felt like scrambled eggs. I was so tired, I just lay on the sofa and watched cat videos for an hour. I haven't opened the book since then.
I am not surprised at all, Sarah. And don't worry, you are not alone. This is the most common mistake beginners make. You are trying to sprint a marathon.
Sprint a marathon? That sounds impossible.
Exactly. Learning English is a long journey, like a marathon. If you run at full speed or study for 2 hours right at the beginning, you will run out of energy. You see, Sarah, motivation gets you started, but habit keeps you going.
That makes so much sense. My motivation was high on Monday, but gone by Wednesday. So what should I do? If I don't study for 2 hours, how will I improve?
By changing your strategy. Today, we are not going to talk about studying, we are going to talk about micro habits.
Micro habits? Like tiny habits?
Precisely. Small, smart actions that you integrate into your daily life. We want to stop treating English like a chore or a homework assignment and start making it a part of your lifestyle. We are going to focus on consistency over intensity.
Consistency over intensity? I like that. It sounds much less scary than my 2 hour plan.
It is. And trust me, the results are much better in the long run. Today, I have prepared a list of habits that tackle listening, speaking, and even thinking in English. But we are going to dive deep. We aren't just going to list them, we are going to fix the mistakes people usually make with them.
Ooh, I love fixing mistakes. I feel like I make a lot of them. Okay, Mark, I'm ready to restart my journey. Where do we begin?
Well, let's start right inside your house. You mentioned you bought a lot of things for studying. Have you ever tried the sticky note method?
Oh, absolutely. I did that years ago. I wrote table on a yellow paper and stuck it on my table. I wrote door and stuck it on the door. My house looked like a giant yellow notebook.
And let me guess, after 2 or 3 days, you stopped noticing the notes. They just became part of the furniture.
Yeah, actually, that's exactly what happened. I walked past the door 100 times and didn't even read the note anymore. It was kind of useless.
That's because you were doing it the level 1 way. It's too passive. If we want to really learn, we need to upgrade that habit. Let's jump into our first topic, contextual labeling.
Contextual labeling? That sounds very professional. Does this mean I need bigger notes or maybe different colors?
No, Sarah, not bigger notes, better words. You see, the problem with writing just door or table is that these are static nouns. Our brains are very efficient, some might say lazy. Once your brain knows that object is a door, it treats the sticky note like invisible wallpaper. You stop seeing it.
That's exactly what happened. After a week, the yellow note was just a yellow square. I didn't even read the text.
Exactly. So to wake up your brain, we need to label the action, not just the object. We need to give the word some context.
Context. Okay, can you give me an example? Let's stick with the door. What should I write instead?
Well, think about what you actually do with a door.
I open it, I close it. Oh, and I lock it before I go to sleep because I watch too many scary movies.
Right. So instead of writing door, on your note, write the phrase lock the door. Or maybe, did you close the door?
Oh, so I'm writing a command or a question.
Precisely. By doing this, you're not just learning a noun, you're learning a collocation, words that naturally go together. You learn that we lock a door, we don't close the key. You learn the verb and the object together.
That makes so much sense. It's like a mini sentence. Okay, let me try one. What about my fridge? Right now, it just says refrigerator. It's a long word and hard to spell.
Let's make it more useful. When you go to the fridge, what are you looking for?
Usually, I'm looking for snacks or maybe checking if the water is cold.
Perfect. So change the label to the water is in the fridge, or simply open the fridge.
The water is in the fridge. Wait, Mark, that helps me with prepositions too. I always get confused. Is it on the fridge or in the fridge? But if I see that sentence 10 times a day,
Then you'll never make that mistake again. You absorb grammar naturally. You're training your brain to see English as full thoughts, not just isolated items.
wow, absorb grammar naturally. That sounds like a dream. I'm definitely going to redo my sticky notes tonight. No more boring nouns.
That's the spirit. But Sarah, this idea of words going together brings us to an even bigger topic. You mentioned earlier that when you try to speak, you feel like you're translating word by word in your head, right?
Yes, it's terrible. I think of the sentence in my native language, and then I try to find the English word for each piece. It takes forever, and usually people look at me confused.
That's the translation trap. And the only way to escape it is our second habit. It's called the chunking method.
Chunking? That sounds like something to do with chocolate chips. What is chunking?
I wish it involved chocolate, Sarah. That would make learning delicious. But no, chunking is actually a technique that will save you from that translation trap we just talked about.
Okay, no chocolate, got it. So what is a chunk?
Think about it like a combo meal at a fast food restaurant. When you go to order, do you ask for one bun, one piece of meat, one slice of cheese, and some lettuce?
No way, that takes too long. I just say, I'll have a cheeseburger.
Exactly. You order the whole item as one unit. You don't think about the individual ingredients. In English, chunks are words that naturally live together. We learn them as a single unit, just like that cheeseburger.
Okay, I think I get the concept, but can you show me how this works with real words? Because I still feel like I'm translating in my head.
Sure. Tell me about a time you made a mistake because you translated directly from your native language.
Oh, I have a perfect example. Last week, I had a terrible headache. I told my English friend, I need to drink medicine. She looked at me really strangely and then started giggling. In my language, we drink liquid medicine. It makes perfect sense.
It makes logical sense, yes, but to a native English speaker, drink medicine sounds very unnatural. It sounds like you're drinking it from a wine glass at a party.
Oh no, that's definitely not what I meant.
In English, the correct chunk is take medicine. It doesn't matter if it's a pill or a liquid. The verb take and the noun medicine are best friends. They go together. That's a chunk.
Take medicine. Okay, I need to memorize that as one sound. Take medicine.
Precisely. Let's try another one. Many beginners say, I'm going to make a party for my birthday.
Wait, that's wrong. I say that all the time. I will make a party.
It is understandable, but it's not natural English. We don't make a party. We have a party or we throw a party.
Throw a party? Like physically throw it?
It's an idiom, but yes, we say throw a party. If you learn the word party by itself, you will struggle to find the verb. But if you learn the chunk, throw a party, you are ready to speak immediately.
This is a game changer, Mark. So instead of learning 10 individual words, I should learn 5 chunks?
Exactly. It's quality over quantity. When you learn a new noun, always look for the verb that drives it. Don't just write down mistake. Write down make a mistake, not do a mistake.
Make a mistake, not do a mistake. Got it. This makes speaking feel much faster. I don't have to hunt for words anymore.
It creates flow. And speaking of flow, Sarah, to really get comfortable with these chunks, you need to see them used in real life. You need to see them on your screens.
On my screens? You mean my phone?
Yes, remember that tip about changing your phone's language to English?
Oh, I remember. And I remember being terrified. Mark, if I change my phone to English, I'm scared I'll press the wrong button and accidentally delete all my photos or format my phone. I'm not tech savvy enough for that.
That is a very valid fear. Going 100% English on your main device can be stressful, but there is a safer way to do it. Let's talk about the one app immersion.
One app? You mean I don't have to change everything?
No, absolutely not. Changing your entire phone system is like diving into the deep end of the ocean before you know how to swim. You might panic. Instead, I want you to pick just one app to change.
Okay, that sounds much less scary. Just one app. Which one should I choose? My banking app?
Definitely not your banking app. Please do not experiment with your money. We want low stakes, high engagement. Think about an app you use for entertainment, something where if you press the wrong button, nothing terrible happens.
I spend way too much time on Instagram and YouTube. Would those work?
Those are perfect candidates. Let's take YouTube, for example. If you go into the app settings and change the location or language to English US or English UK, a fascinating thing happens.
What? Does the logo change color?
No, but the algorithm changes. Suddenly, your trending tab isn't full of local news anymore. It starts showing you what is popular in New York or London or Sydney.
Oh, so I get to see what people are actually watching over there.
Exactly. You are exposing yourself to real headlines, real titles, and real slang. You might see a video titled, How to Throw a Party on a Budget, and boom, you see that chunk we just talked about.
That is so cool. It's like a digital vacation. And if I don't understand a video, I can just scroll past it. No pressure.
Correct. And there is another powerful feature on your phone that most learners ignore. It's right there on your keyboard.
My keyboard? You mean the emojis? I use those all the time.
Emojis are universal, yes, but I'm talking about the little microphone icon, voice search.
Oh, the dictation thing. I only use that when my hands are dirty from cooking.
Start using it for English practice. Instead of typing, What is the weather in London into Google, tap the microphone and say it. What is the weather in London today?
Oh, I see where you're going with this. It's a test, isn't it?
It is the best free pronunciation test you can get. If you say it and Google types exactly what you said, congratulations, your pronunciation is clear.
And if Google types something totally weird, like, what is the water in London?
Then you know you need to work on your th sound in weather. It gives you instant feedback without a teacher standing over your shoulder.
That is brilliant. I'm going to try that right after this recording. I'm going to ask Google to find me, pizza.
A noble goal. But Sarah, changing your app helps with input. It helps you read and listen. But what about when you wake up in the morning? How do we start the day with an English mindset?
Well, the other video suggested thinking of 3 sentences in the morning, like, I am hungry, I want coffee. But honestly, Mark, I tried that and my brain is just foggy in the morning. I end up thinking the same boring sentences every day.
That's the problem with open-ended habits. Think in English is too vague. We need structure. We need a formula. Let's move on to habit number 4, the morning feeling and plan formula.
A formula? Like math? I hope there's no algebra involved, Mark.
No algebra, I promise. No x plus y. This is a language formula, and it's designed to force your brain to wake up and connect ideas. The problem with just thinking, I am hungry, is that it's a dead-end sentence. It stops there.
Exactly. I think I am hungry, and then my brain switches back to my native language to decide what to eat.
Right. So here's the formula I want you to use tomorrow morning. It has 3 parts: 1 feeling, plus 1 reason, plus 1 plan.
Feeling, reason, plan. Okay, can you show me how it works?
Let's try it together. Imagine you just woke up. How do you feel?
Honestly, usually I feel sleepy. Very sleepy.
Okay, that's your feeling. I am sleepy. Now give me the reason. Why are you sleepy? Connect it with the word because.
Because I watched movies until 1 a.m. last night?
Perfect. Now the plan. What are you going to do about it? Connect it with so I will.
So I will drink a very large cup of strong coffee.
Excellent. Now put it all together.
I am sleepy because I watched movies late, so I will drink strong coffee.
Do you see the difference? Instead of 3 random simple sentences, you just built a complex logical structure. You used cause and effect. You used the future tense with will.
Wow, it felt surprisingly easy when you broke it down like that. It's like a story about my morning.
Exactly. It forces you to think in a sequence. Let's try one more, maybe a positive one. Imagine it's a Saturday.
Okay, feeling I am excited. Reason because I am going shopping with my friends. Plan so I will wear my new dress.
Brilliant. I am excited because I'm going shopping, so I will wear my new dress. You're practicing emotion, future arrangements, and vocabulary all in 10 seconds while you brush your teeth.
I love this. It gives me a clear mission every morning. I don't have to stare at the ceiling wondering what to think about.
And you can change the plan every day. It keeps the English fresh. Now, Sarah, you mentioned something in your example just now. You said you were sleepy because you watched movies until 1 a.m.
Yeah, guilty as charged.
Watching movies is a classic way to learn English, but for beginners, it can actually be a huge trap.
A trap? But everyone says watch Netflix to learn English. Are they wrong?
They aren't wrong, but they often give advice meant for intermediate learners to beginners. If you're at A1 or A2 level, watching a Hollywood blockbuster can actually hurt your confidence.
Hurt my confidence? How?
Let's talk about habit number 5, smart entertainment, avoiding the movie trap.
Okay, Mark, you're scaring me a little. How can watching the Avengers hurt my confidence? I love Iron Man.
I love Iron Man too, Sarah, but think about the dialogue. They speak incredibly fast, they use complex slang, they mumble, and there are explosions happening in the background. If you try to understand that without subtitles, what happens?
I usually understand about 5% of it. Then I get frustrated, turn on the subtitles in my language, and just read for 2 hours. I stop listening entirely.
Exactly. You aren't learning English, you're reading a novel on the screen. That's the movie trap. You feel like you're studying, but you're really just relying on translation. For a beginner, the gap is too wide.
That is so true. I always feel a bit stupid after watching a movie because I missed so many jokes. So, what should I watch instead? The news? That sounds boring.
No, not the news. That's too formal and fast. I want you to embrace your inner child. I want you to watch cartoons.
Cartoons? Like for kids?
Yes, shows like Peppa Pig, Bluey, or Arthur.
Hear me out. Children's cartoons are designed for developing brains. The characters speak clearly, they speak slowly, they repeat words often, and most importantly, the animation shows you exactly what is happening. If Peppa says, "I am jumping in a muddy puddle," she is literally jumping in a muddy puddle on screen. So the context is super clear. I don't have to guess.
Exactly. You can actually turn the subtitles off and still understand the story. That is a massive confidence booster. You will finish an episode and think, wow, I understood English, instead of, I'm bad at this.
I understood English. That is a feeling I really want. Okay, maybe I will give Bluey a try. I've heard it's actually quite funny.
It is. And if cartoons are absolutely not your thing, try lifestyle vlogs on YouTube. Look for day in my life videos. People usually talk to the camera calmly, showing their coffee, their room, their routine. It is real, natural English, but much easier than a movie.
That sounds great. I love watching home decor videos anyway. I can just switch to English ones.
Perfect. So we have covered input, what goes into your ears. Now we need to fix output, what comes out of your mouth.
Oh boy, speaking. This is the hardest part. I don't have a partner, Mark. I talk to myself like we discussed, but I always sound flat. I sound like a robot reading a script. Hello, how are you?
That robot voice happens because you're focusing on pronunciation but ignoring intonation, the music of the language. To fix this, we need a technique used by spies and actors.
Spies and actors. Okay, now I feel like I'm in a movie. What is it?
It's called Habit 6, the shadowing technique, and it is going to change how you sound forever.
Shadowing. It sounds mysterious. Does it mean I have to follow someone around in the dark, repeating what they say? Because that sounds illegal, Mark.
No, Sarah, please do not stalk anyone. Shadowing means you become a shadow of the voice you are hearing. You follow it so closely that you almost merge with it.
Okay, phew. No jail time for me. So, how do I do it? Do I just listen and repeat?
It's a bit more precise than that. Listen and repeat usually means you listen to a whole sentence, wait, and then say it in your own way. With shadowing, you want to copy everything: the speed, the emotion, the pauses, and especially the melody, the ups and downs of the voice.
The melody, like singing?
Exactly like singing. Imagine someone says, really, with a high pitch at the end. That shows surprise. If you just say, really, with a flat voice, it sounds like you're bored.
Or sarcastic? Really?
Right. So here's the drill. Take a short clip, maybe from that Bluey cartoon or a vlog you like. Listen to one short phrase, pause it, and then immediately say it, trying to be an exact copycat of the speaker.
So, if they scream, I scream. If they whisper, I whisper?
Yes, if they laugh while talking, you laugh while talking. You're training the muscles in your mouth and throat to move like a native speaker. It's muscle memory.
That actually sounds really fun. It's like acting, to be or not to be.
It is acting, and the best part is you do this alone. No one sees you looking silly. You can practice shouting, "Get out of here," with full emotion in your bedroom.
I think my neighbors might worry, but I'll try it. But Mark, shadowing is great for solo practice. What if I actually want to have a conversation? I mean, talking to real people is scary. They judge you. They look at you when you make mistakes.
That fear of judgment is the biggest barrier. But remember, we're living in the future. We have a conversational partner who is available 24/7, speaks perfect English, and most importantly, never judges you.
You're talking about AI, aren't you? Like ChatGPT or those voice assistants.
I am, but most people use them wrong. They just say hello and get bored. We need to be smarter. Let's look at Habit 7, AI role play scenarios.
Role play. Oh, I see. So instead of just chatting, we play a game.
Exactly. If you just say hello to an AI, it will give you a polite, boring answer. It's a dead end. But if you give the AI a role and a mission, it becomes the best practice partner in the world.
A mission? Okay. Can you give me an example of a mission?
Sure, let's say you want to practice ordering food because you're traveling soon. Don't just ask the AI, how do I order food? Instead, give it this prompt. You are a waiter at a busy cafe. I'm a difficult customer. Let's role play.
A difficult customer? Oh, I like that. So I can complain about the cold soup?
Yes, you can say, excuse me, this soup is cold, and see how the AI responds. It forces you to use real, reactive language. Or try, you are an immigration officer at the airport. Ask me questions about my visa.
That actually makes my heart beat faster just thinking about it. But it's better to be nervous with a robot than with a real officer, right?
Precisely. It's a safe space to panic. You can freeze, take 5 minutes to look up a word, and the AI will wait patiently forever. It won't roll its eyes at you.
That is the best part. No eye rolling. Can the AI correct me too? Sometimes I talk, but I don't know if my grammar is messy.
That is the pro tip for this habit. Add this sentence to your prompt. Please correct my grammar mistakes after every response.
Oh, that is gold. So I say, I want table, and it will say, sure, but you should say, I would like a table.
Exactly. It's like having a private tutor in your pocket who works for free.
I am definitely going to try the difficult customer role play tonight. I'm going to send back so many imaginary salads.
Have fun with that. Now, Sarah, we've covered speaking and listening, but there is one more output skill that people often ignore because they think it's boring or old-fashioned.
Writing? Please don't tell me I have to write essays. I hated essays in school.
No essays, but remember the one-sentence journal from the other video? It's a good idea, but let's be honest. Are you really going to sit down with a pen and notebook every night?
Mark, you know me well. I bought a beautiful notebook in January. I wrote in it for 3 days. Now it's just a coaster for my tea mug. I'm too tired to write at night.
That is the reality for most of us. We are tired, our hands are crampy, and finding a pen is a hassle. So let's kill the notebook. Let's replace it with something you always have in your hand. Let's talk about habit 8, the digital voice diary.
Voice diary. So I'm not writing at all.
Not with a pen, no. We are redefining journaling. The goal isn't to practice handwriting. The goal is to practice producing language about your life.
Okay, I'm listening. How does this digital voice diary work? Do I just talk to myself again?
It's slightly different from talking to yourself because you're recording it. Here's the habit. Every night, before you scroll through social media in bed, open the voice recorder app on your phone.
Okay.
Hit the red button. Then speak for exactly 1 minute about your day. Just 1 minute. Today was busy. I had a meeting. I ate a sandwich. It was good. Save the file with today's date. That's it.
That sounds incredibly fast, but why record it? Why not just say it in my head?
Because of what I call the time machine effect. Sarah, imagine you have 30 recordings from this month. If you listen to day 1 and then listen to day 30, what will you hear?
I guess I would hear my voice changing.
You will hear your progress. On day 1, you might sound hesitant, like, today was good. But by day 30, because you've been doing it every night, you might sound smoother, like, today was great because I finished my project.
Oh, wow. That would be amazing motivation. Usually, I can't see my progress, so I feel like I'm stuck.
Exactly. Language learning is invisible. You don't get bigger muscles like at the gym. Recordings make your progress visible or audible. It proves to your brain that you are getting better.
Plus, it's kind of like making a vlog, but for my private collection. I can be the star of my own show.
Yes, and if you feel brave, you can even do it as a video. Seeing your facial expressions helps too. But start with audio. It's less pressure.
I love this. It solves the lazy writer problem perfectly. But Mark, I have one big worry left.
What is it?
We have talked about so many things today: labeling, chunking, shadowing, AI. My brain is like a sponge, soaking it all up. But you know sponges, eventually they dry out. I'm scared I'm going to learn all these cool words on Monday and forget them by Friday.
Ah, the leaky bucket problem. You pour knowledge in, but it leaks out just as fast.
Yes, it's so frustrating. I learn a word and 2 days later it's gone. How do I stop the leak?
You need a maintenance schedule. You need to tighten the screws. And that brings us to our final and perhaps most important habit. We call it habit number 9, the Sunday reset.
Sunday reset? Is this where I sleep all day because I'm very good at that habit?
While sleep is important, this reset takes only 15 minutes of your Sunday. Think of it as a weekly save game button. If you don't save your game, you lose your progress, right?
Oh, definitely. Losing game progress is the worst feeling ever. So, how do I save my English?
Throughout the week, you've been consuming content. Maybe you saw a cool word on Instagram, or the AI taught you a phrase, or you noticed a chunk in a cartoon. But if you don't review them, they disappear.
True. They just float away.
So on Sunday, sit down with your phone or notebook for just 15 minutes. Look through your screenshots. Look through your chat history with the AI. Listen to one or two of your voice diary entries.
Just look at them?
Look at them and then pick 3 winners.
3 winners, like the best words of the week?
Exactly. Pick the 3 phrases or chunks that you think are the most useful or cool. Maybe you learned to throw a party. Write that down in a special gold list or put it in a flashcard app like Anki or Quizlet.
So, only 3. That seems like a small number.
It is small, but it is sticky. If you try to remember 50 words, you remember 0. If you focus on 3 golden phrases every week, by the end of the year, you have over 150 powerful phrases that you actually own and can use perfectly.
That is quality over quantity. Again, use it or lose it, right?
Precisely. It closes the loop. You learn, you practice, you review. That is the cycle of mastery.
Mark, I feel so much lighter now. At the start of this episode, I was stressed about my 2-hour study plan. Now I have these micro habits. They feel doable. They feel like part of my life, not homework.
That is the secret, Sarah. Small habits, big results. You don't need to move a mountain in one day. You just need to pick up one rock every day.
Pick up one rock every day. I love that.
So to recap for everyone listening, 1. Label actions, not just objects. 2. Learn chunks, not just words. 3. Use one app in English for immersion. 4. Morning formula, feeling plus reason plus plan. 5. Watch cartoons, not blockbusters. 6. Shadow to copy the melody. 7. Role play with AI. 8. Record a voice diary. 9. Sunday reset to save your progress.
Wow, when you list them like that, it's a complete toolkit. I'm definitely starting with the voice diary tonight. I can't wait to hear myself in a month.
I can't wait either. And to all our listeners, we want to challenge you. Pick just one of these habits to start tomorrow. Don't try to do all 9 at once.
Yes, tell us in the comments, which habit are you going to try first? Are you going to be a shadow spy, or are you going to fight with an AI waiter?
We would love to hear your stories. Please remember to subscribe to Fluent Talk Studio for more deep dives into English learning. We're here to make you fluent, one habit at a time.
Thank you so much for listening, everyone. Keep talking, keep practicing, and don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Stay curious and see you in the next episode. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.